Hey guys, oSgtKickAss here, and welcome to this video. We are back again today with another epic Rap Battles of History reaction, where today we're going to be doing the Joker versus Pennywise. So both big bad villains, both clowns, both serial killers. So we're going to see who's the better rapper. If you do enjoy this video, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below other epic rap battles you want me to do, and let's get straight into it. Nice beat.
The joke.
Nice little beat.
In my first appearance, the bat was supposed to slay me, but I can't be killed. That's why they cast a phoenix to play me.
Very good. So yeah, obviously the Joker was going to die in the first Batman comic, and it was a very last minute decision by the actual editor. Very last minute before print, just to keep him alive. I think it was Bill Finger originally wanted to kill the Joker off because he believed that if Batman was unable to kill his villains or he'd look weak and he'd look like a useless superhero. But last minute they did decide to keep him alive, and then obviously he's like one of the best supervillains of all time. And then obviously he cast a Phoenix to play me, Joaquin Phoenix, in the most recent Joker movie. He was the actor and did a very good job. That's an incredible movie. If you still haven't seen it, everyone should have seen that by now. It's such a good movie. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check it out because it's really good. And Joaquin Phoenix does a really good job.
The bat was supposed to slay me, but I can't be killed. That's why they cast a phoenix to play me. I'm the Harley Quinn of hate, the clown prince of crime, your sewer troll that Stephen King wrote between his lines.
So yeah, just named a few of his names there. So the Harley Quinn of hate, the clown prince of crime. They're just some nicknames for him. But then you're a sewer troll. So obviously Pennywise looks a bit like a troll, a bit ugly and stuff like that. And he lives in the sewer, so he's calling him a sewer troll for that. But then that Stephen King wrote between his lines. So at first the innocency there, it just looks like he's saying, oh, he wrote him on his page, on the paper between the lines of the paper. But Stephen King himself, he's come out and admitted he had a very big problem with cocaine. So it could mean right in between the lines of cocaine. That's a very good line there. Very good.
The clown prince of crime, your sewer troll that Stephen King wrote between his lines. It's like cocaine, you know what I said.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, like cocaine, that's what I said. Because if you did look at the Pennywise's face when he says that, he looked a bit confused. And then so obviously he's having to explain the jokes to him because he's that stupid.
Wrote between his lines. It's like cocaine, you know what I said. I don't know how any kind of joke could ever go over that head.
So yeah, obviously in the most recent Joker movies, the Bill Cesar one, he's Pennywise does have a massive head. It's not so much in the Tim Curry one, but in the most recent one, the Pennywise does have a really big head. So it's like, I have no idea any joke could go over that head, like miss the joke, but because he's got such a big head, how could it possibly go over it? Some good lines here from Joker.
It's like cocaine, you know what I said. I don't know how any kind of joke could ever go over that head. They all float, says the quote, but your films, they all sink. Oh, and as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a shining man.
So yeah, obviously Pennywise has the famous quote, oh, you'll float too, they all float down here. So he's saying, that's your quote, but all your movies sink. So he's basically saying they're not as big box office, they're not as successful as they should be. Obviously the Joker movies, the Batman movies, massive blockbusters, make billions. The Joker movie, the It movies, both very well received, both critically acclaimed movies, but they didn't make as much money as the Batman movies and stuff like that do. So he's just saying your movies sink in comparison. But yeah, and then as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a Shining man, so saying he prefers The Shining to it. But then I'm a Shining man. Obviously, Jack Nicholson was both in The Shining, and he did play the Joker. So he's saying I'm a Shining man because I've played that as well as the Joker. Very, very good line.
Films, they all sink. Oh, and as far as Mr. King goes, I'm a shining man. the Justice League look like just a bunch of super schlubs. You lost to a herd of nerds who call themselves a losers club.
Yeah, so obviously the Joker, he did defeat the Justice League, made them look like schlubs, obviously, unintelligent, untalented people. He made them look like that. I mean, he even turned some of them bad, whereas Pennywise lost to some little nerdy little kids who even call themselves the Losers Club because they're that big losers, they even call themselves it.
You be gobbled up in Gotham, so stick to your small town, where your renown is the if it's brown, flush it down, cloud.
Very good, yeah. So, you'd be gobbled up in Gotham. Obviously, Gotham's a town full of crime and villains, and he's saying if you came to Gotham, you'd be destroyed. So stick to your little town, Derry, Maine. Stick to that little town where if it's brown, flush it down. Clown, obviously, the clown who's in the sewers where all the poo goes. So he's just making fun of him for living down in the sewers, down with the poo, and saying you're that much of a little. You can only haunt a little, you can only terrorize a little town. Whereas if you came to the big city with all the villains, you wouldn't last, mate. You'd get absolutely slaughtered.
A small town where your renown is the if it's brown, flush it down, cloud. Are you joking? You wanna rap?
Very, very good. The little hiya jokey sounds very much like, the hiya Georgie, you want a balloon? And stuff like that. So, and then the popping of the balloons was rap instead. So instead of pop, 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 it's the rap, 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 rap. Very, very good there. And like the movies, I do not know who's voicing this, but they have done an incredible job on the voices. That is amazing. That's almost spot on. So the personality of whoever's doing Pennywise, spot on, well done. And then obviously the little rhymes there, speaking like he does, very, very good.
You wanna rap? Why so serious? You're supposed to be the man who laughs, but those jokes are like your new movie, mostly really sad.
I really like the personality being put in here by Pennywise, imitating him like in the movies. But then there we go, you're supposed to be the man who laughs. I think that's one of the comic books with him in. And the Why So Serious. He's obviously, there's that iconic scene of why so serious? And because he's cutting into the permanent smile onto the face. So it's like the why so serious. He's got that in there. And then your joke's most like your movie, mostly really sad. Obviously, the Joker movie, Whacking Phoenix. It's about a man. It's Joker's beginnings. It's him going insane. His struggle with mental health issues as he slowly becomes more and more insane. And it is quite a sad piece in comparison to other Batman movies. But like I said, it's a very good movie. But Pennywise is starting off well here.
You're supposed to be the man who laughs, but those jokes are like your new movie, mostly really sad. You're a John Doe with my deadlights, and you're about to fall from a new height.
Very good. So the beep beep, obviously, it's one of the kids. They say it to him. Is it Bill? Beep beep Bill. Or I can't remember who it is they say it to, but they say it to him to shut him up because he's always speaking. So it's like beep beep and shut up, just to get him to shut up, and then Pennywise obviously uses it to haunt him a bit later on, and then caught like John Doe in my headlights. John Doe is what you call someone who you can't recognise, so it's a dead body that you can't see who it is because it's been so badly mutilated. So instead of in my headlights, so like caught a deer in the headlights because a doe is a female deer, you're caught in my deadlights. So a lot of linking here together these lines. So obviously Pennywise he's just the 3 deadlights, and that's what he uses to stun and paralyse his victim. So instead of you're a deer in my headlights, you're John Doe in my deadlights, because caught in my deadlights, you're John Doe, you're not recognisable because I've messed you up that much. Very, very good lines here, just all linking together. And then obviously you're about to fall from a new height. That line could be related to the most accepted Joker sort of origin story where he fell into a vat of acid and it like messed him up. So that could be what that's linking to. But some very, very strong lines here and some big links and like doubles and triples. Very, very good.
Mostly really sad. You're a John Doe with my deadlights, and you're about to fall from a new height. Cause you're weak and you've lost every fight. But knight who wears underwear over his tie.
So obviously Batman, he's the Dark Knight. So and obviously his outfit, as many superheroes do, it just looks like they've got underwear over their trousers. So yeah, he's just saying, you lose, you're weak, you lose all your fights to this guy. He's a little knight who wears underwear over his tights. Very, very good there. Nice little line.
You're about to fall from a new height, cause you're weak and you've lost every fight to a knight who wears underwear over his ties. I've had nightmares and I'm ruthless. This battle's like poker, the Joker is useless.
That's very good, very good. So yeah, the Joker's useless in poker. If you ever play poker, you can't use the Joker card. It's not even in it. So he's basically saying, in this battle, it's like a game of poker. You're completely useless, mate. There's no point you being here. Very, very good.
His underwear over his ties. I've had nightmares and I'm ruthless. This battle's like poker, the Joker is useless. When he's not in your cards, call me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars.
Ooh, call me Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars. So obviously Arkham, the prison where Arkham Asylum's the crazy, insane facility where Joker gets put when he gets caught by Batman. I'm crazy with bars. Obviously it's a prison, it's got lots of bars. So he's saying, I'm like Arkham Asylum, I'm crazy with bars. Very, very good.
Jack Nicholson played you just fine, but lately the classics declined. Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was the cautious.
Yeah, so yeah, Jack Nicholson, very good Joker, very, very good portrayal of the Joker. Yeah, he's right. Jared Leto, it was a dodgy imitation. I didn't like it. He did look, like he said, he came out looking like he was Tekashi 69. He did try to look like that, but he was just colourful, and it wasn't the Joker we've grown to know. It was very, very weird portrayal. I mean, I wouldn't say he was bad, but when you think of the legendary Jokers, he's not up there at all. He's not up there.
They played you just fine, but lately the classics declined. Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was Tekashi 69. So unless you've got a yummy younger brother, I think you'd better run, cause I've got 99 red balloons, bitch, and I dare you to take one.
So yeah, playing off there, I've got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I've got 99 red balloons, bitch, and I dare you to take one. So he's just like, and obviously he uses the balloons and they pop and blood, so he's using his fear tactics, but also linking it into that iconic rap line. Very, very good. So far, the Joker is getting absolutely owned by Pennywise. Pennywise had a very good first verse.
Jared Leto came out trying to look like he was Tekashi 69. So unless you've got a yummy younger brother, I think you'd better run, cause I've got 99 red balloons, bitch, and I dare you to take one. Go back in your well, you giggling sewer ginger. You lost to a turtle that wasn't even a ninja.
Yeah, so obviously go back into your well. That's where they get down to Pennywise. That's the entrance to his lair in the sewers. So giggling sewer ginger, because he lives in the sewer, he's obviously ginger. But yeah, you lost to a turtle that wasn't even a ninja. There's that cosmic turtle that leads the Losers Club to where Pennywise is. It guides them on how to beat him, where to go. So it's like you lost to a turtle, and it wasn't even a ninja, obviously. TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's like, you're in the sewers, which is where TMNT live, and it's like, you lost to a turtle. Not even a ninja, mate. You just lost to a normal turtle. Very good, very good.
Giggling sewer ginger, you lost to a turtle that wasn't even a ninja. When I flow, I go Mark Ham with ill vigor. I steal the show like Bob Kane stole for Bill Finger.
Yeah, so obviously I go Mark Ham. Ham is hard as a motherfucker, as Joker says. I can't remember what it's in, but he's going, I go Mark Ham, Mark Hamill, Mark Ham. So the link there with Ilzinger's obviously sick flows, basically sick bars is what it's saying there. And then I'll steal the show like Bob Kane stole from Bill Finger. So obviously a lot of people know this as the big controversy. Bill Finger Bob Kane sold all the rights to the Joker and stuff like that and took all the credit for it until I think it was 2015, 2016 when Bill Finger was actually given credit because they co-wrote him, like the Joker together. But Bob Kane got a lot of the praise for it. He basically said to have been stole it from Bill Finger because they wrote it together and he got all the credit. So yeah, he's basically saying, I'm going to steal the show like that because my rhymes are that good.
With ill vigor, I steal the show like Bob Kane stole for Bill Finger. I spit acid, be loud, every joke of mine stings. Your 3 nightlights in a cloud, beat by the kid from Stranger Things.
So yeah, obviously, like I said, the Deadlights is what Pennywise is. So it's just like when you look at it, it is just like he says 3 nightlights. So he's basically saying all you are is 3 little nightlights, little things kids get to go to sleep. That's all you are. You're not a villain. You're just 3 little nightlights that help kids get to sleep. And then beat by the kids from Stranger Things. Obviously, I can't remember what the name of him is now. Oh, but yeah, obviously one of the kids, I think it's the one who played Bill. He plays a character in Stranger Things as well, and in it. So it's like, you're just 3 nightlights beat by a kid from Stranger Things, mate. You're not a villain. If you're getting beat by a kid from Stranger Things, you are not a villain.
A joke of mine stings. You're 3 nightlights in a cloud, beat by the kid from Stranger Things. When I compare your antics to the fiendish schemes I revel in, they pale like the moonlight. You can dance with the devil in.
Very good, very good. So yeah, obviously, the pale moonlight you can dance with the devil in. That's a line that I can't remember which Joker it is that says that, but it's another very famous line. So yeah, he's like, but the pale moonlight you dance with the devil in, you pale like the moonlight you can dance with the devil in. So he's just moving the words about a little bit, but yeah, he's basically saying my schemes are evil, they're bad like this, and yours in comparison are nothing. They're just, might as well forget about them.
Pennywise likes the devil. We have so much fun together, but no one's dying to play with Joker. Except for maybe Heath Ledger!
Oh no, man. Oh no. Heath Ledger, obviously one of the best Jokers of all time. He did die because of him getting in the character and the drug overdose he had after. He was a very good actor, but he had to get into the role, so he really indulged himself. He basically became the Joker. He became mental, and unfortunately he did do drugs, and he did die shortly just before the movie was released, just shortly after filming had finished. So he's saying no one's dying to play with Joker to lose, except for maybe Heath Ledger, because obviously he did play the Joker and then unfortunately die. So that is a really brutal bar from Pennywise, but obviously, yeah, rest in peace, Heath Ledger. You are such a good Joker, but that is a harsh bar from Pennywise.
So much fun together, but no one's dying to play with Joker. Except for maybe Heath Ledger! You're an embarrassment. I bet you like you beat Harley Quinn. That purple suit is something you should only see Steve Harley.
So yeah, he's gone from a brutal bar. He's sort of lightened the mood a little bit. So Puddin', you're an embarrassment. So he's saying you're embarrassing, but Puddin' is what he calls Harley Quinn. That's what Harley Quinn calls the Joker. She calls him Puddin'. So it's like, you're embarrassing. I'm gonna beat you like you beat Harley Quinn, because obviously he's abusive to her. So it's like, I'm gonna beat you like you beat her, and that's why he's called him Puddin'. And then that purple shoe is something you should only see Steve Harvey in. So yeah, Pennywise wears the Joker traditionally wears the purple suit, and then obviously the game host I think it's Family Feud or something in America. I'm British, so I'm not fully clued up, but Steve Harvey is known as iconically wears his purple suit. So he's like, you should only see Steve Harvey in this suit. You're just an embarrassment. So yeah, he's feeding the lines together. He's tried to lighten the mood a little bit there after such a brutal line, but yeah, some good lines, very good lines.
I bet you like you beat Harley Quinn. That purple suit is something you should only see Steve Harley in. I face on your fear. I'm the Derry main attraction every 27 years.
Very good, very good. So it's like Derry, Maine. That's where it is. So it's in Derry, in the state of Maine. And then I'm the main attraction every 27 years, which is when he comes back and terrorises Derry, Maine. So instead of saying I'm a Derry main attraction, it's like he's saying I am the main attraction in Derry. But they've even in the subtitles have put Maine like the state. But yeah, nice little line there, a little bit of wordplay.
I face on your fear. I'm the Derry main attraction every 27 years.
And there, yeah, like he said, I feast on your fears. He obviously takes the fears of the groups, of the children. He plays them up to such an extent that that's how he gets them. He eats the fear. The more fear they have, the worse it is for them. But yeah, obviously, he haunts their nightmares. He gives them those visions of things, and he uses their fears to lure them in and just destroy his victims.
But you know what? I have a secret. It's like a very special toy. If you want to kill a Batman, you don't want he's a boy. Don't you lay a finger on my bat, you little freak.
There we go. So you want to kill a Batman even when they're a boy. So obviously there's that weird thing between the Joker and Batman. The Joker knows he needs Batman to be complete. If Batman's not there, the Joker doesn't feel like a complete... Like, he doesn't feel himself. He feels like some part of him's missing. And he's like, don't you dare touch him. Because even if someone does have to kill Batman and finally get rid of him, he wants it to be him. But yeah, like I said, Batman and Joker, they know they need each other. That's why they don't kill each other. They just mess each other up or imprison each other. But they know deep down that they need each other to be complete. So he's like, don't you dare touch my bat. Like, you do not eat him as a boy. I need him. But if I've got such this hatred to him that if he does anything does happen to him, I want to be the one to kill him.
Or I will spend a whole week knocking out those prickle teeth.
There we go. Obviously, he has the spiky teeth. Pennywise, when he opens his mouth, his jaw goes back. He's got those 3 lines of sharp prickle teeth. So it's like, if you lay a finger on Batman, I'll spend a whole week knocking all of them out because he's got so many teeth. It's going to take that long. But yeah, some good lines from Pennywise.
My bat, you little freak, or I will spend a whole week knocking out those prickle teeth. Tell your author for his next gangbang scene, how about a little more PG and a lot less than...
So obviously PG and 13s are different ratings of movies for what ages you can watch them and stuff. And it's obviously in it, when they're all 13 as the kids, there's a gangbang scene. It's meant to symbolise the maturity, and they know they need to mature to be able to get out of there and stop being lost. But I don't think having a 13-year-old orgy is the way to do it. And it is written in it. It is very weird. Luckily, it's not in the movies because there's no way that would ever be allowed. And nobody would watch it if that was in there. But in the books, it is there. It's very strange. No one really understands why it's in there, but he's like, next Banjo scene, keep it a bit more PG. No, a lot less 13, because he does not want to see 13-year-olds. So, but I think it did get a 13 rating at the cinema, maybe it would have been higher than that. But yeah, he's like, just keep it a lot more PG and a lot less 13, because we don't want 13-year-old orgies. As Joker would say, we live in a society.
Also, for his next gangbang scene, how about a little more PG and a lot less 13? Even I wouldn't stoop to that kind of impropriety. This is Earth, you space demon. We live in a society.
There we go, I said it. So, yeah, this is Earth. Even I wouldn't stoop this low. That's just so weird. Don't even I wouldn't stoop this low. We live in a society, like I said. So, there we go. Yeah, obviously it's a famous Joker line. He goes, we live in a society. And then, so yeah, he's just playing into some lines, more iconic lines. There's so many iconic Joker lines when you think about it. And he's just using them to fight back at Pennywise and just break him down. It's very, very good.
Propriety, this is Earth, you space demon.
And then, yeah, obviously Pennywise isn't from Earth. He is a space demon. He's a cosmic being. He's not bound to Earth. He comes back every 27 years on Earth, but he is a demon from space. He's not a entity that was born on Earth.
We live in a society. I've seen your movies, so I know you don't hurry, but I'll shoo you down the drain so fast they'll call you Tim Scurry.
So yeah, obviously I've seen your movie, so I know don't hurry. Obviously, I think it was the second one. The first one was 2 and a bit hours. The second movie was 3 hours, which are compared to Lord of the Rings isn't that much, but they are very long movies for what they are, especially considering there's 2 parts to it and they're both nearly 3 hours long. It's I know you don't hurry because they're so long. And then I'll shoo you down the drain so much they call you Tim Scurry. So again, he's hitting back at him for having to live in the sewers. And then obviously they'll call you Tim Scurry. So Tim Curry played the original Joker back in the 70s, I believe it was. And so he's just saying scurry in a way is moving away quickly. So it's I'm going to shoo you down the drain so quick. They call you Tim Scurry, playing off of Tim Curry, the original Joker. So some nice wordplay again by Joker here.
Ask Robin if I drop bars. I take smiles and I leave scars. Cards at Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it.
There we go. So yeah, obviously he's from Arkham. So, but yeah, obviously, Ash Robin, if I drop bars, he obviously beat him to death. Well, beat him badly with a crowbar, and then he gave him that permanent scar. So I leave scars. So yeah, he's just again showing how evil he is, and then the guards at Arkham would even admit that the Joker just killed it. So obviously Pennywise is known as it. So yeah, the Joker just killed him, but also he's just killed his rhyme. Very, very good. Some good bars here.
And I leave scars, guards at Arkham will admit that the Joker just killed it. Arkham? Ha! You stole that from H.P. Lovecraft.
So yeah, obviously H.P. Lovecraft did really create Arkham, and it was sort of stolen by them to make it and made into Batman. But yeah, H.P. Lovecraft is really initially like known to be the creator of Arkham.
The Joker just killed it! Arkham? Ha! You stole that from H.P. Lovecraft. Who needs guards when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache?
So yes, obviously Cesar Romero, he played one of the early Jokers, and he fully refused. He would not shave his mustache. He fully refused. So they had to paint the makeup just over his mustache, but you could still see it because obviously he had a quite distinctive mustache. You could see it was just being painted over. But yeah, he flat out refused to shave it to play the Joker. So it's like, you can't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache, mate. Like, why? You don't need guards, like, if you can't even escape a mustache as one of the actors.
You stole that from H.P. Lovecraft. Who needs guards when you couldn't even escape Cesar Romero's mustache? Jester, I'm on dresser, but I'm making my Fortunato. And see
oh no.
Like it was the cast cover Montana.
Wow. That is a hell of a bar. So, yeah, you Jester and Montressa. I'm going to make you my Fortunato. So, Montressa actually, I think it's an Edgar Allan Poe thing. Montressa took Fortunato, he took him into a wine cellar, and I think he made him drink some like poisoned wine or something. But yeah, he was dressed as like a jester, a bit like obviously Joker is as a clown, so it's playing into that clown thing. But obviously Montressa poisoned him, and then he sealed him up in the wine cellar. He bricked it off and stuff. So he's like, I'm going to seal this battle up like the cask of Amontillado. That's the name of what this story is called. And wow, that's a hell of a bar. Like that's very, very good. Like that's done. The battle's done. That is one hell of a bar. Like, and he's spread out. Very good. That's a hell of a bar to get in there. Well done, ERB. That's amazing.
But I'm making my Fortunato and seal this battle up like it was the cast cover Montana. With January Ember Flames, you got beat by the Scooby-Doo.
So yeah, you spit in January Ember Flames. He's saying I spit it, but I think it's the fat kid. Is it Ben or something? He says to the girl of the Losers Club. That's like in the poem he writes her. It's like your hair is January Ember Flames and stuff like that. It's in the first poem. So it's like, I spit January Ember Flames. So he's playing into that poem line, but also saying he spits fire. Very good. And then you got beat by the Scooby Gang. So Scooby-Doo, obviously, great program. But it's a kids program. And they're taking down like little villains and bad guys. People just trying to do little schemes. And there's a crossover episode with Batman and Robin. And they actually take down Penguin and the Joker. So he's like, you got beat by the Scooby Gang, mate. You're trying to say I got beat by the Loser Club, but you got beat by the Scooby-Doo, some cartoon kids program. So, very good.
Cover Montana. With January Ember Flames, you got beat by the Scooby Gang. The John Wayne sees the underground clown posse with frozen sand.
Wow. What? So yeah, obviously John Wayne, big cowboy, like big actor, like in that sort of cowboy scene back in the day of John Wayne Gacy. He was a serial killer that was a clown. Pennywise was actually based off him, so he's only under John Wayne of John Wayne Gacy. And then my flow's insane, like the underground clown posse. So the Insane Clown Posse, obviously a rap group, very well known, and he's saying the underground because he lives underground. So it's the underground clown posse. My flow's insane, like the Insane Clown Posse. Some very good doubles and big links here from Pennywise. Some really, really good lines.
You got beat by the Scooby Gang. The John Wayne sees the underground clown posse with frozen sand.
Also, the little side of like the background, the visuals of like him turning into the different forms he does in the movies, it just adds that extra element to it. It's really nice, really nice.
Poster boy for missing person posters, Joker's gonna float with me. Cause he just messed with the best wildlife rappers, it's a notorious B.I.G.
Yeah. Wow. So let's just go back there. Joker's going to float with me. Obviously, you'll float down here. What was it he said just before that? Yeah, I'm the poster boy for missing person posters. Because obviously when all the kids go missing, there's missing posters everywhere. And there's so many of them. He's like, I'm the poster boy for that because I create all of these. And then Joker, you're going to float with me. You're going to be another missing person. And then you just mess with the best wall-eyed rapper since Notorious.
Posters, Joker's gonna float with me. Cause he just messed with the best wildlife rappers. It's a notorious B.I.G.
Wow. What a battle that was. That was brutal. Some of the back and forths, and I like how they use their own iconic lines to defend themselves, attack each other, and even used each other's lines to attack each other. And it wasn't even just about the characters, it was about the people behind the characters. They used lines to hit them. Some really good lines there. It was a very good battle. I think that's one of the best ones so far. So yeah guys, and that is it for today. For my winner, I'm going to go with Pennywise. He just had so many brutal bars, and the Joker in a normal ERB, I think he would have won, but Pennywise was just so brutal with some of the lines. Obviously Joker had some amazing lines as well. I think the lines and bars, this was the best one by far. That was an incredible battle, but for me, I think Pennywise does just take it over the Joker. So I'm sorry there, Joker, you're not watching because you're not real, but it was a very good battle from both of them. I think for me personally, Pennywise does just pip it. But yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. It was that one that had some really deep bars in it, so I hope you did enjoy this video guys. If you did, hit that like button, hit subscribe for more ERBs, and like I've said in the last few videos, there is gaming content coming soon. My program's just not recording gaming for some reason, so I'm going to have to try and sort that. But yeah, leave comment down below what other ERBs you want me to react to, maybe other videos you'd like me to react to, and yeah, I will get them done. So yeah guys, like I said, hit subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.